Here are this week's headlines. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley, he's denied any wrongdoing in having communications with China without the then President Donald Trump knowing about it. So there's a book coming out, I believe it's called Peril. It is from reporters Bob Woodward and Robert Costa. It's coming out next week. I believe it's that book that has had this information in it, which is where it's coming to light. And General Milley is saying that when President Donald Trump was in office, he was just trying to avert having a war with China. And so he contacted his counterpart and had discussions with him without President Donald Trump knowing about it. And one of the things I got from one of the articles, I believe this is in the book, is that Milley said he had 2 phone calls with his counterpart in China. And during these phone calls, he assured this general in China that the U.S. would not launch an attack against China. And Milley said that he also told him that he would alert him of an attack if there was going to be an attack by the U.S. Is that supposed to be helpful? Like if I'm in a parking garage walking to my car and some random guy walks up to me and says, "Hey, I'm not going to hit you in the head with a lead pipe. But if I'm going to hit you in the head with a lead pipe, I will tell you right about the time I'm going to hit you in the head with a lead pipe." I'm going to feel pretty much assured that that guy is going to hit me in the head with a lead pipe. So I'm not really sure. Seriously, are those communications supposed to be helpful? They get a phone call. We're not going to attack you guys. And if we do, I'll tell you beforehand. And in other completely unrelated news, the CIA now suspects that China has a spy in the U.S. military at the highest levels. President Biden, he recently announced a new federal vaccine mandate, so all federal workers and contractors will need to be vaccinated, as well as any businesses with over 100 employees. I believe they're going to have a vaccination requirement for COVID, or they will need to have weekly tests for COVID. And when the administration was asked, was their purpose just to try to help slow the spread, they said, no, we just want people to stop talking about Afghanistan. AOC wore a white Tax the Rich dress to the 2021 Met Gala, and a lot of people are talking about that. So the Met Gala, that's for, movie stars, pop stars, billionaires, hedge fund people, everybody but us normal folks. And of course, powerful politicians like AOC are there. Sure, the tickets are $35,000 a piece and the tables are starting at $200,000 per table, but they have corporate sponsors that I'm sure aren't going to expect anything in return for spending money on something as stupid as this. So we as the citizens should feel fine. There's not a problem with that. And probably we shouldn't be upset about the pandemic hypocrisy, like the movie stars, pop stars, elitists. Did you see any of them wearing masks? I didn't either. But the servants, the lowly people like us, they definitely had to have their masks on. But it's just nice to know, where you stand. It's nice to know, hey, the elitist people, they can do what they want. We need to behave, right? Now, this is it's an important fundraiser. They were raising money for the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute. They are in dire need. If that's not a very critical sort of thing that we should raise funds for, I don't know what is. We should be thanking them for having this gala and for her having this Tax the Rich dress. Honestly, the only problem I saw is that to me it looks like she's wearing white after Labor Day, and that's a problem, right? And in California, Governor Gavin Newsom, he defeated recall efforts. I believe he handily defeated the recall efforts. Really wasn't even close. He was heavily backed by people in Hollywood. So he's in office and feeling pretty good and comfortable there. So it looks like the people from Hollywood and California want a white man from a very rich family to lead them through the issues of racial inequality and tearing down the patriarchy. So the next time I have somebody from Hollywood trying to tell me who to vote for, I'm going to know what to tell them. We recently had the 2021 MTV VMA Awards, and Ed Sheeran was there. He performed, and he had something to say about the American awards show. This is what Ed Sheeran said. "The room is filled with resentment and hatred toward everyone else, and it's quite an uncomfortable atmosphere." Well, listen, Ed. I don't know that I really want someone from England coming over here telling me that I resent everyone else. Sure, half of the country hates the other half, including family members and neighbors. But you know what? That's our problem. And we do not want someone like you telling us that. It's not really hatred. And you know what else? I'm probably going to stop listening to your music. I really am. Because, I can't believe someone like you would. AOC, she called out fellow Democratic Senator Joe Manchin for referring to her as a young lady. AOC has clarified that she wants to be referred to as a menstruating person. This week, comedian Norm McDonald died on Tuesday at the age of 61. I believe he died from cancer. Norm MacDonald is probably best known for his work done on Weekend Update in the 90s on Saturday Night Live. I don't really have a joke for this. It's just sad. We're all going to miss having such a great comedian around. We definitely need more funny people trying to help us smile and get through all the stuff we're going through. So Norm, we will definitely miss you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Okay.